Panther fans. Oh, it's the day after. It's the day after the win. What was it, week 15, week 16? We just finished wrapping up. Beat the Arizona Cardinals. It's always a good thing to beat the Cardinals. You know, pretty much own them. I know we lead the series. I'm not sure what the series record is, but I know we own them. Have that 08 playoff win over us, but that's here nor there. I just got done viewing, not viewing, but watching NFL Panthers 07 his live webcast. That's pretty cool to get all the Panther fans together. Well, what few of them we got, but I know we got more out there. But that's pretty cool to have that little get together. So yeah, look forward to doing that down the future or whenever. So final score 19, I think 12. Wasn't sure. I haven't made a vid in a while. Last 2 months have been busy. Lot of busy things. Taking care of my newborn son, future Panthers fan. Just a lot of other busy things with school, tiring. This whole year, man, it's been a trying year. 2-12. Haven't had anything really go good for us this year. I'm happy with the win. We beat another NFC West opponent. Thank God for the NFC West. So where do we go from here? We got a primetime game Thursday night against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I got a buddy on here on YouTube who'd like to give a shout out to his gamer tag. Not his gamer tag. I'm thinking about Xbox. His username on YouTube is Evan X951. I want to give a shout out to you, fucking AKA 8-inch. Yeah, he's a big Steeler fan. Yeah, we got Pittsburgh this week, and woo. Yeah, Panther fans, I know it's good to keep confidence and faith and everything, that we're gonna win, but I don't see us pulling this one out against Pittsburgh. 2-13 probably more than likely when we're done. Prime time. It seems we always get prime time at our most fucked up stage time too. Not a good team. Why couldn't we get prime time like about 2 years ago, us in Pittsburgh, when we were fucking kicking ass in 08? But whatever, that's always how things go for Carolina, but whatever. So, oh man, a couple of things we were talking about on that webcam, or that webcast, whatever. We were talking about some things about, what are we going to do in this draft. There's a lot of Panther fans suggest, we do something with the O-line. Some want the quarterback. I really don't know. I really don't know what we ought to do. Jimmy Clausen, I mean, he won his first game as a pro. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. I don't think he's going to be too much of what people put this hype of him up to be, about him being a golden boy quarterback. I don't think that's going to turn out. But then you gotta look. I mean, Troy Aikman ended with 3 Super Bowl rings, and he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. But his first year, his rookie year, ended up going 1-15 his rookie year. Man, that's rough. I'm sure Dallas fans at that time, back in I think it's '89, were calling for his head, just like some, including myself, Panther fans are calling for Jimmy Clausen's head. So I don't know. I don't know what we do. Do we hold on to him, and do we just take our ups and downs? I know the best quarterbacks come out that way, but knowing Carolina's fate, and knowing Carolina's fate has always dealt us the fucked up side of hand of cards. So we'll probably end up with a shitty quarterback. But if it was any other team, they're gonna get a good quarterback. That's just usually how things go in Carolina. It's like a bad fucking black cloud over Carolina or something. So I don't know. Where do we go? Where do we go? Do we go O-line? Do we go QB? And the other topic is head coaching. John Fox played his final home game, as part of the Carolina Panthers' final home game, and ironically, it's against the very team that has somewhat put us in this position we're in, because we ain't been able to do much since that 2009 playoff game for the 08 season against Arizona. We've been on a downward spiral since then. We've been in decline, so it was kind of ironic, for John to play um, Arizona as his final home game, and for us to get him there. So I don't know. What do we do? Do we head coach? A lot of people want Bill Cowher. Well, Bill Cowher gave out his list yesterday on who he actually wants to coach. Possibility, and he said Houston. Houston don't make sense to me. I mean, I'm surprised he wouldn't say Carolina because being from North Carolina, you can't do the whole. Maybe it's the thing with the expansion team because Houston's an expansion team, and I know our team, even though we're 2-12, we're better than the majority of the NFL. We just can't get it done. Um, so on that note, I never thought Bill Cowher was going to become our coach anyway. I wanted him to, but now that I'm starting to see and look at things from a different perspective, I don't think Bill Cowher would quite be the guy in Carolina. Nor John Gruden. I mean, I remember John Gruden from my Raider days. I remember him being here in Oakland. That was pretty cool seeing him. He's got the little Chucky thing that people call him and everything, and he's got this little fire up thing. But supposedly he turned down the Miami Hurricanes for the contract that they were going to give him, which was only $3 million. So I don't know what kind of money he's seeking, but I know it'd be nice. He'd be back at the division. We could play against Tampa twice a year, and I know he'd love that. He'd love to play Tampa twice a year. But I think he's better off as a commentator. I don't think it'd really work in Carolina. We all seen, that 2002 Super Bowl that the Bucks beat over the Raiders. That was the team that he took. That was the team built by Tony Dungy. All he did was inherit it. That's all. It's just like Bill Walsh and George Seifert. George Seifert was only a Super Bowl winning coach because, because of what he inherited something that Bill Walsh had already taken and left his own, fingerprint, signature, whatever you want to call it. He had already left that, and then George Seifert just comes in and he just finishes where he left off. He didn't really do much, and that's where we ended up picking up George Seifert as our coach because he was a Super Bowl winning coach. And we went down that road, and at the end of that road, we ended up with our worst ever record in franchise history at 1-15. Yesterday, we just assured that we will not carry that 1-15 record again. Thank God. But there ain't saying nothing that we can't end up 2-14. But going down the George Seifert road, taking a shot with the that kind of coach, like a Bill Cowher coach. So if we go with the Bill Cowher, John Gruden, there's a possibility we're gonna head down that even further decline with George Seifert, that Seifert road. There's two roads that I've made them up my own, but there are two roads that the Panthers have. There's the Seifert road, and then there is the John Fox road. The John Fox road is basically the possibility of what we do this offseason is possibly get another coordinator like John Fox was when we got him in 2002 from the New York Giants from the defensive coordinator spot. But I think the turnaround this time will be that he's an offensive coordinator. Most have speculated, in which I'm not too bad on the idea myself, is Schottenheimer's son from the Jets. That wouldn't be a bad pickup. But don't rule out Carolina maybe going with the college coach, maybe Harbaugh. Harbaugh was actually a part of the Carolina Panthers. He was on the practice squad or training squad in 2000 or something, or 2001 actually. He was with the Lions in 2001 on the practice squad. They cut him, and then he went to Carolina on the practice squad for like a week or two, and then we cut him. But you know how that goes. So Harbaugh is the coach of Stanford right now. He's taking them from 1-11 to a bowl. And if we get Harbaugh, the Clausen era in Carolina's through because his quarterback right now in Stanford is, of course, the highly anticipated number 1 overall selection would be Andrew Luck. So for Carolina, that's possibly the franchise quarterback we could be looking at. Possibly not. I don't know. I hope Carolina and Jerry Richardson. Jerry Richardson sent that letter out to the PSL owners of Carolina, saying that he would do whatever in his power or whatever to build a winning team and put a winning product on the field. I hope he means true to that, and that even if that means, opening up your wallet and spending on all kind of big, big name free agents or whatever the case is. So I hope, he stays true to his word, because we do need some help, because, we still have solid pieces there, a part of our team. We got some great, talent there, and we got some definitely great picks last year. LaFell's turned out good. Brandon LaFell from LSU, Monty Edwards from Appalachian State. He's one of them like how they he's a there's a word that Fox calls him, project player or something like that. But I think he'll be good down the road, and most definitely the steal of the entire draft for us was getting Baylor's David Geddes. He's been nothing but great for us. Um, so on that note, we don't need any wide receivers. We need to lock up John Beeson, in which there's no question, and I know that's going to get done. The only free agent for the Panthers that's questionable would have to be D'Angelo Williams. I don't know, if we're going to hang on to him or if we're going to let him go, because Jay Stu is running good. He's finally got his rhythm back, and then Mike Goody is running good as well. So I don't know what we do there. If I was Jerry, I'd keep D'Angelo. Smitty's house is for sale, but don't read too much into that. Supposedly it's been on sale for the summer. But yeah, I don't know when this team is going to get back, and able to be a contender or a fighter. I mean, not question them now, but I think all our source of problems start with the head up top, with Jerry, and then working our way down. So I haven't even looked into this year's free agency class or who's going to be out there. We definitely need a veteran quarterback. We made the worst mistake we could have ever made back in '09 when we should have drafted Michael Vick, or not drafted Michael Vick. Sorry about that. When we should have signed him after he got out of prison. We should have got him, but I remember a lot of Panther fans saying they didn't want him. But now, I mean, look what he's doing with Philly. And for a person like Vic to come out and say that he actually wanted to play for the Carolina Panthers, many Panther fans should know that he was on an interview with some radio talk show, and they asked him if he could play for any team or any other team other than with Eagles he was playing with. What team would it be? And he said that he'd like to be a member of the Carolina Panthers. For the reasons being that I think something that's close to home. Because if I'm correct, he's actually from North Carolina, and then I know Georgia. I don't know where the hell he stays at, but I think if he was still staying in Georgia, that's not too far from Carolina. And then the other was because he likes our colors. Well, I mean, how can you not like that? I mean, that's by far the best, hands down logo in the NFL with the top colors. I don't care what you say. So on that note, the win feels good. I'm not really, fucking happy about, all fucking praise for joy and everything. Tired a little bit. We got our second win. We ensured ourselves we ain't going 1-15 all over again, thank God. And we got 2 games remaining: the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. I don't think we'll beat Pittsburgh. We might beat Atlanta because they'll be resting all their starters. If we don't get another win, we ensure ourselves of having 2-14. The Carolina Panthers have never held a 2-14 record. We've never held a 3-13 record. So that'd be, I guess in anything we'll have a little history, the history of season by season records. We've had 4-12 before. If we were to win out, we'd end up 4-12. We've had 4-12 in the '98 season. Never had 5-11, 6-10, 9-7, 10-6, 13-3, 14-2, 15-1. We've never had those. So I guess that's a little trivia you can play down the road. I guess whatever. I just catch little things, little stat things. I guess. So on that note, make a vid after Christmas or after the Steeler game, hopefully, and we'll leave it at that. And Panther fans, I'll catch you guys around some other time. Peace.